the titles.
But
Then
what kind of resume this youth have? Like, I'm just curious because I never hear him name before.
so resume is interesting. So him have a company apparently. I don't really know much about him company.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much he's the guy that Mr. Beast consults and
Oh, really?
when he want to tweak his YouTube stuff or his I want to speak more about the data or stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
couple other big creators that I've never really heard of, but as you can imagine, the pantheon of YouTube
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah. That's the
extremely
thing.
huge. So
Yeah.
um, but he has what do you call it, like these conferences,
Okay.
right? Him have a
Yeah.
conference with where I'm partner with Mr. Beast. I'm forgetting this other guy's name. And they have it every year on YouTube. So they would have guys like Gary
Yeah, yeah,
V and
Gary V. Okay.
these big people that would pass through. He has his own company. I just don't know the
That's
name, but
that's what that's what made that. Yeah, that's what made I try to get at because
yeah, is a company that basically people who in the YouTube space can link him. But I don't remember the name of the company. But he speaks a lot about working with the Harmon brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So they were some of the first guys who used YouTube for business marketing. So like him talk a lot about this ad that they did called
Exactly. I try to remember the Harmon brothers. Why that
the
sound familiar?
the pooping unicorn. Um there was an ad where they were trying to sell these type of stooping seats to help for like passing your stool kind of stuff.
Squatty potty.
Yeah, right. Scotty Potty. So apparently, between the Harmon brothers and him, because he was a consultant and the thing, because them worked closely together on a lot of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
they were the ones that came up with that ad, which basically was like a mega success
Squatty potty.
in terms of ads and the revenue that it turned over.
Yeah, I think
This
I see it now.
unicorn changed the way I poop. And then there was something else the Harmon brothers did a YouTube for this. So he spoke about how they started out. So apparently they had a lecture that was making like made a particular type of toothbrush.
Mm-hmm.
But the toothbrush wasn't really doing well in the traditional sense. So this was like around 2007 or 8 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was basically thinking, how else could I get this out there? So he must have suggested during one of his lectures, and that's how the Harmon brothers was like, yo, give us the project. Let us.
But man, I see it now,
Yeah,
man, I see the one about this unicorn change the way I poop, and I'm like, how did this work?
yeah. Cause so yeah, him break down the where you put it now, him break down the science behind why it worked and how you should look at even when you're doing your own YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things him talk about before they did it, somebody had a wild idea. So like they had like a mastermind group, which is something that said to you about the last time where um they sat down and they decided, all right, we're going to make this for this party, but how can we market it that people will really want to get it? So I'm saying
Gravitate towards it. So.
one of the things you should think about when you're doing a video and you want it to have like real successes, you need to find that niche market. So your niche market might not be the people that may necessarily buy it, but
Mm-hmm.
they're the ones that's going to make your video or your message get popular. And then when it gets popular, it's going to now reach a wider audience. And
Mm-hmm.
then that wider audience is where you might find the people that would actually buy it. So one of the first things that they did is they had some idea to use a unicorn in it. But they never sure how to kind of package the image in terms of thumbnail and wording in
Mm-hmm.
a way that it would actually hit their particular demographic. So like they knew who the ideal person was. They spent time breaking it down, how old the person would be, and talk about that, the
But
age.
isn't it crazy that them can do that though? Because that's something like every time I think about that, like
Mm-hmm.
how them know say if we do this and we do that and put that this so that like influence.
People to buy it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it is it's crazy when you realize just how much these things are really not necessarily by accident. Like
that's
it's
what I mean.
actually
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to
by
say.
design, and there's a lot of science that goes into it. Some even talk about that, like the science of colors, the science of using words, understanding what words hit which part of your brain. Him talk
Hmm.
about how Google back in the like between 2017 or 2020 they did couple studies, one on how the brain interacts with like thumbnails, how much time the brain takes to analyze
That's what I
a
mean. Wait, remember
thumbnail.
them I draw that data you're from?
Them study people like most things them will have like a group. They
A
might put out
focus group.
a focus group, or they might remember say YouTube also has a lot of data analytics that even as a creator you don't have access to, so they can even use their own data to confirm a lot of hypotheses that they have. So that's another thing I'm talk about too. Like even though you may,
Mm-hmm.
because at first you might not have data, right? Naturally, you're just starting
Exactly. You
out.
just start. Yeah, exactly.
So everything you're going to do is going to be like a calculated guess. You're going to say, all right, this is the person you have in mind that you're trying to reach. They should be this age. They should be female. They should be black or white or
Mm-hmm.
Spanish or whatever. They should be from Italy or maybe Germany or England. They should be making 5,000 US dollars a month. They should be, maybe middle class. Like him go very detailed, and then you should look at what are their motivations. Maybe they are traditionalists, maybe they are Christian, maybe
Mm-hmm.
they are pro abortion. Depending on whatever it is, you get
Yo,
really.
that's mental.
Yeah, cause him say basically when you pick when you plan it out like that, you
Mm-hmm.
start to have a better picture of how to speak to that person. Cause everything is your message. So if you know exactly who you're trying to talk to,
Yeah.
it affects what you say. It affects how you present everything. So it's like doing that. And then when you do that now, you make something and you try to do like A/B testing. So like if you're in marketing or so, or you know about A/B testing,
Mm-hmm.
which apparently I need to learn more about, because even in a course I did data mining, it came up
Mm-hmm.
about they do a lot of that in there. But so like you do like a A/B test to see if based on this and what you create,
Mm-hmm.
how how does it respond?
So it's like
Yeah, so
the cause and effect type thing, but
yeah,
more. I guess it's more macro or something like that. Like them look upon a different scale, like a different scale.
yeah, and then you keep repeating that process until your data starts to really give you a clear picture. Either it
Mm-hmm.
confirm or it help you to adjust
Mm-hmm.
of
Mm-hmm.
who's the person that's really responding to what you're trying to do. So that's pretty much what he said they did with the squatty potty thing as an
And that
example.
worked. And that
Yeah,
got
cause
the.
him said the first thing they did was they went to Reddit. Cause him say him like to go on Reddit and see
I
what
mean,
grew.
yeah, for sure. You can get anything you want from Reddit. So yeah, that matter.
And he said he was surprised to see that there was actually a group for unicorns, and that group was for middle-aged men. Like, yeah, he said it was shocking to him, but like it existed. These are like grown men, probably in the 30s to 40 something, and they're all about unicorns. And he said like he went down the rabbit hole that day when he found it, just reading through all the different subreddits and the comments.
Yeah.
And I think he said that's where, so like between all of them as a creative and whatever, they had like a spreadsheet where they put down as many different video titles they could come up with or slogans.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in going through that Reddit and I guess other spaces that they found,
Yeah.
some of the keywords that kept popping up back in the conversations, like words that connected with that core group of people, They saw that trend and then they picked that out and work and use that to frame around.
Mental.
Yeah.
That
And
is
so
that yeah, no. That's why sometimes genuinely I just can't believe in them things. Because
nah,
because I mean more quick for believing in something like iteration.
yeah.
So exactly, you know what I mean? I think granted, there's data behind some things, and just like you said,
Mm-hmm.
the psychology of colors and stuff like that, which we understand. But you see, same Mr. B so that I talked about earlier,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, for me, film key, at least, yeah, no, him get to a certain stage, him can get in a certain like micro parts of it and look at this and look at
Mm-hmm.
that. But outside of that, I think it's just the fact that he kept iterating, he kept going back, he kept tweaking, he kept. As a matter of fact,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing that isn't there a saying about like consistency?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
exactly. So it's like it just became a part of you, you know. The way every Sunday, say, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this and this I gonna do this way, and I'm not gonna stop do that. And then when we do that, I'm put that on time, put that on time,
Mm-hmm.
put that on
Mm-hmm.
time. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. But he talks about that, and saying that is exactly what you want to do. The only difference in what he's saying is because so many have gone before,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something I noticed when you listen to people that get really, really big. He was saying, don't just go into it and just say, I'm just going to blindly just make videos and just keep
Yeah, putting out.
iterating, and think that by
Mm-hmm.
just doing that, it's going to work. Because him say you have people that do that for years and they never reach
Yeah.
anywhere, because one of the things him say people don't appreciate is the YouTube algorithm is designed to find content for a user that a user wants to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So there are things that the algorithm is searching the video for. It's looking at your thumbnail, it's reading through your entire video. Are you
Mm-hmm.
using words that are on their negative list? Like we don't want, 'cause I remember say them run ads against videos, so they don't
True,
want the
true, true.
liability of running an ad for a company against a video that company then ends up sue them. And I think he speaks about the reason why you don't just want to iterate, but you
Mm-hmm.
want to iterate with a vision in mind. Meaning you're iterating, you keep doing thumbnails, but every time you do a thumbnail,
Yeah, like you don't make it just one way. You find out.
yeah, you look back at your data and say, how when I use this thumbnail, how does my data
Yeah.
what does my data reflect? So what are the metrics that you should look at when it comes to your
Mm-hmm.
data?
Mm-hmm.
When is your thumbnail and your video title, looking at those things and then tweaking them and then monitoring to see if there was a change in the data. So that way, you start to understand
Yeah,
more.
yeah. Agree with that part
Yeah.
for
So
sure.
that's why I'm kind of start the book out by giving you all that background, how the algorithm works, all of that, so that you can understand why it's always important to go back to your
Mm-hmm.
data, because your data is going to confirm or to inform how you kind of,
Move forward. Or
yeah,
put our position yourself.
which is what all those other guys did. Is just that it it took them, because basically what he was saying, as time progressed, YouTube would have given the creators more metrics to look at,
Mm-hmm.
because unlike other platforms, YouTube realized if we incentivize people to make more content, we make way more money, and
Yeah.
so all of those other guys would have learned those things. It's just that they learned it without someone saying, hey, this matches to that. They just learned it the long way. So every time they make a video,
They just
they had a aha moment and realize, oh wow, when I did this video, I got 300 views this time. And I noticed this metric did that.
yeah.
And then they kind of,
They kind of put it
but
together. Yeah, fair enough.
yeah, eventually, yeah.
Mm.
So, a nice little book still, and all that.
Mm.
So, what going for you? How was the week?
Yeah. I did alright, like it's one of them things that for me, I think because the seasons start change,
Mm-hmm.
it's like your body I try
I
yeah,
just
adjust, but but the thing is, it not beat me too much. But there are moments when, like, brother, the other day, like, me is not a coffee man.
mm-hmm.
When I drink coffee, me's that me drink tea in the morning. You see me? But
Mm-hmm.
one day, like maybe after lunch and around say 2 or 3, so sit down and I say, oh, all right, cool. I'm gonna say everybody I go get one coffee. So I'm say, you know what? I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Brother, at the first it worked for me. I might have about say my body absorb it. I don't know
Yeah.
in a space of probably 10 minutes. I'ma start, I feel like me awake. I say, yo, I'm
Mm-hmm.
there, you see me? No, for real, man. So before that, I did not think of coffee as something where, you know, have that effect there. You see
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
But it actually genuinely like, yeah, because people, some people wake up in the mornings and they must have 3 cup of coffee and them thing they might say,
Yeah, them
yeah, I'm never that guy. You know.
it's coffee is a big thing in these work parts of the world, Them
Yeah.
can't.
But it's funny because I've said to people, like, in Jamaica, I don't think coffee is, people drink the Nescafe coffee. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is, we actually have good coffee in Jamaica, and people don't drink it.
No.
You
Cause
know what I
that's
mean?
not that's not we grew up on tea.
Exactly. No, literally, literally that. Mint tea. I know I drink
And
mint tea till my fool. You know?
I know the most you see people they know is drink the iced coffee and them do that out of style, like
Exactly.
fashion.
Like a Starbucks and them thing like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
for drink the real hot black coffee and
Straight. Straight.
no, nobody not
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
them not really go hard like that.
Yeah, but here in Europe, them do it quite a bit, especially like after lunch. In the morning for sure, and then
Mm-hmm.
like after lunch sometime, which don't kind of get is like, because sometimes when you eat a lot,
Yeah, you get
the
lethargic.
itis, exactly, the itis forward. You see me? And you have to say to yourself, hold on, I need something to pick me up. You see me? So
Mm.
I saw that work.
And all that, I just used to make it knock me away.
What?
Me used to just make it knock me away. Like, I just sit there on my decks and just,
Well, I 5.
not even intentionally, me just pass out.
Man, shut down. Man, say, man say, it was like, almost like somebody just goes, and man just say, oh,
the,
but done.
the worst of it was like, if me would have eat and like me just say, yo,
Mm-hmm.
me not even feel like the food I do me nothing like, me feel normal. I mean, I
Brother,
go on and I
that one,
read, and the next thing we know,
brother, that
it's
one, they're
like
the
a man a
worst.
box me. I'm just step on, yo, I feel so star, like, you know. When them one that hit me,
Are the
bro,
worst. Brother, the worst.
you used to have to find some strategies just in case my fall asleep.
Like what?
It no look like me no there on my desk at work. Like me that just set up the desk away, so if my head dips so
Mm-hmm.
from an angle, it just look like
Yeah,
me
look for
probably I
something.
look down and I type.
Yeah. My brother,
Bro,
you're sick, you know.
I forget strategies, bro, cause the thing that you see like where me used to sit regular, the CEO used to just walk, come go check the manager or the senior manager, so
Mm-hmm.
like me would have in at the corner, so I have to set myself like just in case,
Yeah.
you look like
Yeah. So
you do
sometimes,
something.
someone think that's why, the whole, as in slightly different topic, but the whole, everybody, CEOs and executives want people go back in the office
I
for
don't
them
think people
reason.
know they don't work.
Yeah. And the thing is, them, because fear, you spend your money. You
Mm-hmm.
want to say, yo, all right, every month me I pay that you tell whichever amount of money, right? You want to say to yourself, say, yo, all right, I want to make sure so me I get the most out of my money.
Mm-hmm.
You see me? Me not say the right way for handle it, but me really think say that go on. So them do that thing, they know it's like, for sure, you do your job, you finish your thing. But yeah, me can take a 20-minute break and probably go up on the phone or search for something, call my picnic,
Yeah.
something in a school, whatever it is. Them want to know everything. Brother, but they have a manager, brother. The man, they micromanage to the ground.
Mm.
Like any email we send, we could have sent
Yeah.
an email to somebody communicating for work without putting him on it. And the man will complain to the head of the team. Happy some out
Yeah.
of that situation they still. Me not even lie.
Me can't deal with them kind of situation there at all. And yeah, I agree with them. I think they want people back in the office because it's more of a lack of accountability thing.
Yeah.
Meaning either them don't have the system in place for hold the staff accountable and the staff abuse it,
Mm-hmm.
or they don't have the system in place, but them they don't want to put a system in place either. Them prefer just be like a overseer because it make management
Yeah.
feel like them have something for do.
That is it. That is it. That is it. That is it.
So because some if you pay me to do 5 things
Mm-hmm.
and I can do the 5 things and not be in the office, you benefit, because you
That's the
don't have to
thing.
pay for maintaining the building, as you don't have to pay as high expense
Yeah,
to
them
maintain
not
the
pay for the
building.
lease or anything like that. You get me?
But the man them realize when the man them do that now for certain things, the man them say nah, but it look like I not enough work that because mash up the
Yeah.
thing them.
Yeah. Exactly.
I end of the year, no, we need you back in the place, man. We need we can see you at
Mm.
your deck. So, and people don't realize when you do that, all it make people do is them just do less work.
Yeah,
Because then them
because
a get,
them not happy. Brother,
and then them a,
one thing for me, if I ever own a company, I care about people having a good personal life. I not say, yo, every day I come in and tell me, say, yo, yeah, my daughter
yeah.
getting in trouble at school, so I can't come in today. And then
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow, so I can't work this week because doctor say this happened to my neighbor, him have cancer, and I want to check it out. Brother, move. Run away with that, you see me? I'm not in that business there.
Yeah,
But when
yeah,
it
yeah.
comes to something genuine like, yo, especially like say you have a youth at home. You see me? Me not expect you for there on the computer 24/7.
Mm-mm.
And then no, when you can't even get a work phone or sync with your email and them something there, you chat if you chat on Teams or whatever it is. Easy one too. And you can't answer. You did there feed the baby at the same time. What?
Brother. The man them just feel good for no say you're in the building. Them not really business with what you're doing, Them just
Bruh,
glad
that's what
for
I
no
try to
say.
say. Them just
And
want to see you around the computer, and if you come say if you're up on the computer, watch YouTube, but you can't keep your face looking very composed.
trust me, you will never have any issues.
It's isn't it madness?
The system is just a perception, which is kind of sad. And it's really only companies that really understand where their money is going and how the money is being spent.
Yeah,
It's those companies will see the value in still maintaining some type of remote situation.
for
Unless it is
sure.
that your business is such that the person has to be at the
And
work
exactly,
site because of
but
the nature of the
those exist. I'm gonna now
mm-hmm,
fight that, but may I try to say, the averages, the law of averages as it relates to that. Sometimes
mm-hmm.
no, you don't need for the day.
Oh, if it, not enough government work no need the workers there, but the man them no feel good. The man them
Man,
no feel good for no sir. And to me it just kinda sad because you can have a really simple accountability. And it don't even have to be nothing too high tech. It can just be simple. Just create simple deliverables. You're at
bruh.
home this week. If your job is to review permit applications or whatever,
Mhm.
all you have to do is just find out what are the key metrics from doing a review that you need the person to meet,
For meat.
and just make sure and just have a list for say, all right, how many of them can do in a week time? 20. You need to meet 20 a week time. If them want to take one day for knock off the 20,
Exactly.
as long as you can get them on the phone when you call them, it shouldn't matter because the work I get done.
Should not matter at all.
But
Exactly.
man, them want to know say you're there at your desk. And people just there them desk a play Linkin Park and watch rugby and you know YouTube, and
Okay, kind of crazy to see them move that way there sometimes.
if you like me, you figure out how for balance the time with their work and make Instagram reels. and these things and still I chop up the work at the same time.
Yeah.
Like
Brother, it's possible, you know. It's possible, especially
is
sometimes when you're in a one situation like what I say, you're there home, you're in a comfort, you're in a space. Sometimes you go work. Just I say, just the odds of the social
mm-hmm.
makeup of it say, yeah, you and this person a talk and that person they come and a chat in your ears and I tell you say, yeah, say this week we do this and you'll be like, brother, me no want to know. Me never really ask
Yeah.
you see me? And that just a take up time and time so when you're interested in it, but you're there in the office, so you can't be like, yo, hello, me no. You see me? When you're on Teams or something like that, them can message you all them want.
You
You
know
can't
first one.
you never respond. You see me? But that person that they right beside you looking at your face. Yeah, man. So you see when my daughter do this, I say, oh, all right, cool. You see me? The
Yeah, like
distractions.
that the, being at work, that's one thing what I did notice with working at home where the distractions are so less that the time when you take for focus and do something is so much better. Like if my day at work, you start an activity,
Mm-hmm.
almost sometimes 10 minutes into it, something gonna happen. And
100%,
then
bro.
there was an article a manager the same one time where them say but it wasn't even in Jamaica the article. It came in the Sunday Gleaner once where they was talking about every time a worker is distracted or disrupted from a task,
Mm-hmm.
it take them like 30 minutes to return to the focus that they had when they
Exactly.
started.
You just imagine. Just imagine. Because when you're in a, what you call it, the flow state,
Yeah,
nothing, that are you, like you and the work and you just did it and you just a move.
man,
You see me?
something break that talk. Then next thing you know, you have to go back to your decks. Then you reach back at your decks, you probably check your phone and you check an email. And then
100%, my G.
yeah, you know how much things me start on my deck sometimes and move on to a next thing, on to a next thing, on to a next thing, and then
Yeah.
complete this thing. And then it's like at the end of the day when me I close some tabs, me I say,
You see it.
oh,
No, this happened to me last week. Last week I when I sit down and I said to myself, say, you know what I'm gonna start though? I'm gonna start write down the task for the day. I'm gonna have something on the side
mm,
like task manager on the side.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it just did it. So every time I'm going at any app, it's still did it. I show up on the bar. So,
Okay,
so, so
okay.
even when I go I'm gonna start looking at certain other things. I'll be
You
like,
still have it on
oh,
the
that
side.
that that for do, that for do, that for do, that for do today.
Mm,
So like
mm,
say every morning say work start 9:30. Me that just go in at 9 or sign in at
mm-hmm,
9 and look upon everything and try remember everything what I have to do as the main thing. And
mm-hmm.
then we put that over to the side. So anytime we just know say, oh yeah, may I run that.
For real, man, because countless times I do that on the day pass, all the week pass, and then
No, brother, I one of the worst thing, brother.
the thing on me hate is like when I catch it, I'm say, alright, I gotta do this
Mm-hmm.
before the deadline or it get closer or your boss or somebody ask you if you do look on this yet, for sure say your initiative and thing.
Yeah.
And you start it and some other things happen and you don't remember about it and then the week then you hear, Chad, did you so and so and so?
And then no, the thing is, it kind of beat you mentally because you say, "Yo, Jano, me not reliable." You start thinking, so the person thinks, say, "Yo, you're the most unreliable person that exists." I can't believe I hired somebody of this ilk. Eh?
We just have to dip and yeah man, I can finish it man. Monday.
Something come up with the thing, man. Brother, it tough, man. Remember one time, one of my manager, she asked me like, "Yo." Like she did give me something for doing. I said, yeah, I can be easy,
mm,
I'm there for help. I'm so I'm start running it and then I think somebody else asked me something and then I go off and whatever. So then like probably 2 days later she's like talking about she not asked
mm-hmm.
about the result of it, but she mentioned like the assignment. And let me say, yo, yeah, that one. But I remember what it is about. I say, yo,
Jano.
which thing you talk about? I say, yo, me she talk. And like I say, Jano, she must think say yo, me don't listen to her at all.
Yeah, it rough man.
Yeah, man.
I regular it happen to me and I just have to smile. And
Mm.
just be like, yeah man, I can finish it man. Tomorrow. I know say I have to go put
Go-
the CPU on overclock.
exactly, brother. You have to go stay up on them thing there, brother.
Oh man. It's a crazy world I tell you.
Mm. Life at
Oh, yeah.
work.
So how you feel about your side today?
Brother, man, them,
What's the
mate,
conclusion?
them do what them they have to do with what them have. You know? Like literally because them lose Rice, them lose
Oh, okay, yeah.
Odegaard. Them play a,
Bonus
them play a
Thomas
game,
Party.
brother. You know, say about 3 times the man almost give away a goal.
Kind of rusty, you know.
No, him just have this thing. So when he reach like after 70 minutes, him just not make no
Him
cut.
clock out.
Exactly, him literally clock out. The man start make some terrible pass. I say, what are you to the point?
Should have sub him them time. Wait, I want to get Neto. I want me there.
Yeah, last day, man. When we sell Ramsdale, we try get one backup
Oh,
keeper from
replacement.
exactly. We try get one keeper named Joan Garcia from Espanyol. Him have a release class, and like we are say, yo, all right, so the release class at 10 mil. We say, all right, we'll pay you 5 mil now, and then next season we get the next 5. You see me? But they must say, yo, no, listen, the release class here, I say, yo, 10 mil and him forward. If you don't give me the 10 mil now, then you won't get him. So then we never agree. You see me? Him they don't agree everything, contract and such. And then like they say, you know what, maybe taking net up on loan and probably revisit.
Neto is like a traveling man at this point.
But
Or
it's
a
still
forgotten man.
yeah, it's still crazy how him journey go. God, the man did up on couple teams. The man
Football is
move. Wait till you, the man move from
football
Neto.
unforgiving, you know.
No, but it's like the man did the exactly man starting at Brazil, then 2012, the man go Fiorentina, man go Juventus for 2 years, then him go Valencia, then him go Barcelona, then Barcelona to Bournemouth.
LOL, yeah. That move was mental.
Exactly.
And this the man drop off, you know. Bournemouth.
Yeah.
He
As I
never
say.
really did do nothing at Bournemouth still,
No,
so
I
I
mean
guess I
it's no, I mean it's hard for do something at Bournemouth, you know, that kind of thing. Like I know the same thing, brother, with all Ramsdale now at Southampton. The man them gonna score upon you, brother. You're not gonna look like you're good. It's
you know,
unfair.
as you said, that is so true because when me see the highlights of the Man U match, it's like I thought to me, say, wait, another club here, the man them dash for them first team keeper for make Ramsdale start, and the man them just
I
spread
get
out
beat
like
up.
a
I get
sheep on a
exactly.
bed, you know?
No, brother, it kind of mental when you think about it that way. Because
Oh, man.
sometimes we wonder how coaches know say a keeper good. Like when you buy a keeper from a bad side.
Yeah.
You see me? Because brother,
I,
Ramsdale must swear say Ramsdale to me from how him play him decent. But now, and true me know say him they play decent when him they even they are Bournemouth on them side there before. But
mm-hmm.
now the man there Southampton.
Southampton.
And like me, I look at me and say, oh, Jano, with some when you not have the good defender, you know, brother, you look foolish, you know, as a keeper, you know.
True, man. Because what you gonna do? You can only stop so many shots, and then your stopping shot ability now gonna look as impressive when.
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
even some of the situation, them imagine you did it, and the man comes to boops and the man take them shot and whatever, and yeah, save all of them. And then your defender just decide to make one stupid back pass. Like what you can do in a them situation.
Yeah, control it like Edison, man. Play it out back. Something what you say. I'm just had the thought, something along that line about me. Like I say, the perception where pundits paint and them
Mhm.
comment on matches, it really does color
How we
like
see,
millions of minds. Yeah, how we see the game. Yeah, at the same Southampton game, Onana save a penalty, and the
bruh.
commentator said that was a terrible penalty, but a great save by Onana. And like when me hear it, in a split second, I say, "Whoa, what a contrast! Like this is
Exactly.
excellent
No, with
for
penalties,
grabbing attention."
no, with penalties, I always say to people, say, yo, them always I say, yo, you know, it's a bad penalty, blah, you know, them I say it's a bad penalty. The two of them are go wrong in a some sense. You get me? I try to say?
Mm-hmm.
Because the man will take the penalty. It probably working at training. The little pass the ball down the middle slowly and the keeper
Yeah.
dive off. That can happen. But then when you do it and it don't work, it look terrible. And then the thing is, sometimes you take a good one, you put it right where you need to put it, and the keeper save it.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna say it's a bad penalty. I say, brother, how if it be a bad penalty? The keeper just make a good save.
It's a bad penalty because it never score. And then that feeds the assumption that when you take a penalty, it's supposed to
Supposed to
score.
score, exactly.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, the contrast is good for grabbing the viewer's attention, but and I'm
Yeah,
not saying both things can be true, that it can be a bad penalty. I mean, if
yeah,
it's and a good save, because you could take a bad penalty and it score, but like when I heard that, I was just like, it's just amazing that people who comment on games really do dictate
yeah. How you think about
how
it?
people see the game. Like, if you probably watch a game without the commentary, you probably have a different perception on the events that took place
Which a lot of people do these days.
than when you hear these guys comment. Because in my head, I was like, I wouldn't even call that a good save. I just say, oh, Nana is lucky. Him just dive, and it just so happened the guy kick it
No, with penalty,
in the
sometimes
direction him
sometimes they
dive.
make it seem like, say, oh, my opinion, me I know an actual
Mm-hmm.
player, but sometimes I think the keeper just say, "Yo, may I choose a side," and at this, may I dive.
Then
'Cause no,
that be the air do in a
no, but
Europa League
sometimes they make it,
final and miss all of them.
yeah, but sometimes they make it seem like, say, yo, at a reaction, like a film reaction time.
Some keepers,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how, but I do think some of them they might have a faster reaction time, like in that moment in trying to read what the player is going to do
Beforehand,
and
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and can react that split second after to make the dive. But that's not everybody. Most keepers really just say, all right, maybe them watch some video and say the man normally kick
Usually
right,
go
me I
left,
go go
exactly.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Or, But most people just pick a side and dive. And like I think that's what Onana did. He just pick a side and he happened to save it.
I'm not telling lie,
Yeah.
still. I'm not telling lie, still. If me I did with a brother named Archer,
Mm-hmm.
my bury my brother. Because I literally right after, well, not right after, but then Uno go get a corner and then delete score, brother.
Mm-hmm. As some hero it go basically them should have up at least one love, but
Exactly. And then end up I go down 2
that's
nil.
how the game go. The team playing bad 1 minute and them save a penalty and get a little boost, go score and
Vibes.
the rest
Vibes.
and then Tenag can be floating around like he's the top man again. Uh, It's
But
a game of moments. It's a game of
but
moments, literally.
I already me that argue on bridging, cat man I tell me about say yo, Tenag, what him say? And that was a Ten Hag no believe what him say. I say, brother, Ten Hag believe 100% say him are the second best manager since him forward the league because him have the 2 trophy.
Yeah,
I say, yo, it's one of them LA Lewis type of thing the way you can tell yourself so much time say you're there in a specific situation that you'll
I
feel like
believe it.
exactly.
It's crazy, man. But yeah, it's powerful the how the words are.
Mhm.
Cause when me do see the Chelsea highlights, me did like how the keeper they saved that penalty. Him stand
Sanchez,
tall,
yeah.
yeah, him stand tall on the line, hands up. And I think him be well, I'm not gonna say him never try read the player body language and make a dive, but him look like him decide in his mind.
Like a
I'm gonna
little
just make a
before.
strong
Yeah,
dive in this direction with firm hands.
yeah.
And it just happened the guy kicked out, I think him kick a decent penalty.
Yeah,
But
that's what I
him,
try to say. In that, even that, they might be like, yo, it's a bad
no,
penalty. I might say,
keeper
yo,
just guessed right and made a strong dive,
yeah,
and went committed to the dive. Him never just dive and then. Cause sometimes you see some keeper do that, it's like them already say it a go
them just
score.
go, yeah, them just die, them just
Them
die.
just dive and then the
So,
man kick it the same way where them dive and the ball bend back them
but
hand and go into
but
the goal and you all say, yo
sometimes they
dog.
don't even dive palm point. Like them dive
Them
long
just go
after the
so
kick there. Exactly before the man even
lay
run up
down.
to kick it, them just lay down. I'll be like, yeah, man, me that try.
Yeah, lay down. Yeah, but oh it man. We just did want Sterling come on and score, but
What's that go? I just think them for start the youth Martinelli.
Yeah, he's not it anymore.
I mean, for me, he was never it. For me, he was always a good,
Mm, player,
in the sense that
team player.
exactly come off of the bench when you have somebody better than him fast, him quick. But when it comes to like cerebrally, like even sometimes you see Saka do some things, you're like, yeah, Saka know him I do. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
Like him don't point out yes and him say, yo, all right, I'm gonna dribble go yes, because I realize that every time they defend. No, I think Martinelli when him get the ball, him just put him head down and just start
Mm-hmm.
run. And just start run. And just start run. You see me? So yeah, for me, yeah, I think we could do would probably start in Sterling or even if him fit Gabriel Jesus on the left. You see me?
Mm. Yeah, Gabriel can play up on the wing, yes.
Mm.
I know what going for Gabriel these days. But maybe
Him
him
the
like the
injured. No, him the injured.
oh.
So him come back today. But at the same time, it like a hard. Well, with Odegaard out, Kaya go play probably in the middle, so then him can still get game.
Mm.
You see me?
Yeah man, I'm all about the players redemption, So see Sancho go get man of the match.
But when
So
I think him they deserve it, but he make the assists and make a couple
I
runs.
mean I would have probably said the same, but I never watched the game. But I know how these man of the match awards go,
Brother, one
and
of the
I'm like,
worst thing nowadays, brother. It's like if the storyline fits, he got
yeah,
it. You know?
yeah. So but I'll take it right now. The man like the video me did make about him. When I look back on what the man doing in short span, I'm career. Me I say. Nah, the man, the baller can't just dash him life. So him need for take
Bro.
up him game in him hands. I don't know
Him,
how am I
him,
gonna do it.
may I agree with you. You just said the exact correct statement. Because I feel
Him
like say
need.
partially it's on him.
No man, it's always on them, But one of the things I'm kinda try for be more these days is more understanding that these guys are really kids. And I think sometimes we miss that these are kids. It's almost like imagine when we was like in our mid 20s, like
Mm-hmm.
near 30s, we are working in like corporate world. You're dealing with crazy bosses or
Mm-hmm.
very demanding things around you. But up to that point, you would have gotten some level of experience of life that help you to manage. Well, some of us, not everybody, but
Not
some
yeah,
of us
yeah.
would have gotten that to help you to deal with those very stressful situations,
Mm-hmm.
emotionally, mentally, everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Think about being in that when you're 17, 16, 18, 19,
Yeah.
and you don't really have your parents like there.
And
You
every
see,
step, exactly.
yeah, your life is in the hands of a man, a coach. You don't know if this coach is really for you or is really for him. Like there's so many things. So like sometimes we kind of
Yeah. Sometimes I say that to people when them just come out and say, "Oh, that brother, yeah, shit, blah blah blah." I mean, I say,
yeah, like
brother, is a person, and it's like sometimes them not look upon it that it's actually a job. You know.
that too. So like for him, clearly there's a lot that is on him for do. Cause my thing is always you have to find a way to perform even when everything is going against you. You have to find if it's even for do the best that you can. People will see that
Mm-hmm.
you are try your best, but like when I think him did even not get a chance anymore for doing best.
Yeah.
And football funny like if hold on.
Yeah. Watching the game live now, but yeah, Chad so forward. But yeah, I agree with him. Like sometimes when people think, say, oh, this person a hold out for a contract or something like at the start, them talk on that and whatever. I feel like say sometimes that theme is very unfair because if you are working in your office and even though a whole heap of the settings them good for you when it comes to like a job, if everybody say, oh yeah man, you get for work for, they might make this amount of money and them something there.
Mm-hmm.
And you think about like Le'Veon Brown, Bell. Like
Yeah.
remember him there a whole lot. I mean, I say yeah because if you there work your job and you realize say yo every week you drive that truck and you can't get
Mm-hmm.
and crash and whatever. Yo, listen, I want my money.
X amount,
You
yeah.
see me, because I have family, I have people who rely upon me. So give me
Man,
the
them pan
money.
ready to, man, them pan ready to go say he makes 500,000 a week. That's more than the average Brit. Really? I'm like, that's not the point, guys.
Exactly. Far from the point.
It's not the point. But I saw them. I say, me see. I think me that tell you about the one Bissaka thing when the man them they start get on the man or the man a fight a whole out
Oh
for
yeah,
get
yeah,
him
yeah.
bonus.
To move from
Like
go West Ham, yeah.
sometimes I think we really miss the pictures. I like I kind of always up on the player redemption arcs. I like with a Sancho now. Me I like to see him at least get a chance for doing thing, but him have to be willing for doing thing.
And that
What?
part is the part me concerned about.
Well, one thing is for sure, him managed to get a game already. So if him keep getting opportunities, him have to do like Nkunku. Him just have to take them. A
Yeah.
man like Nkunku could have say, yo, when them buy me, I never come in for dip on the bench. I'm a fit now,
And
but
you see what happened, but based on how the team said,
I'm a fair try deal with it from the bench. So my thing is just do what you can do. When you go up on the field, make the man them say, yo, I'm me if you start and yeah, leave the rest there, so cause at 24, you only have 3 more years to really make up night, After that, wherever you hit, hit that, You know, no more slope or climb. So all man like
exactly.
Rashford now at dirt, if him now no more elevation I'm making,
Yeah, but
is
it's funny because him apparently him play good. Him they play good. Apparently. I say apparently because
no
him,
him
him
score.
score. You know what I mean?
I don't think he did anything
No, he
exceptional
did
or
not. He did not.
what he
Actually,
wasn't doing, but he scored.
a
And
good
that's
goal. And
that's
that's enough.
but that's always really been. Sometimes that's why I say some people don't really understand like play when you play for like certain clubs. Sometimes I think people expect too much from players in positions that aren't traditionally positions that supposed to do things that people expect. Rashford is a winger
Mm-hmm.
that people have been trying for the whole of his youth career, except for Mourinho, to play the man as a number 9. For whatever reason, the whole of England believes that Rashford must be a striker like Rooney or Van Nistelrooy or whatever. And everybody in the world has been trying to play the man like that, except for Mourinho. And them used to kill Mourinho dead because the man I play the man out wide and have the man a trap back. This I remember this
But that
distinctly.
but that was his role.
Brother, remember the man them used to kill the man because them have him a trap back and I say the man is if I have the man I play wing and I come. You know what the man gets killed for these days? Not tracking back.
Now track him back.
Yeah? You know many times I see people coming, he just stands there on the pitch. And when he loses the ball, he just doesn't do anything. He doesn't
Brother,
track back.
at the same thing where it's one of them things that like what happened is like when Zlatan go say, yo, yeah man, in my meantime and whatever is like in other people in mind, it click and I say, yo, I'm gonna be like Zlatan. You see me? Like Zlatan could have meant one defender, wow. You see me? That no means say him have to be the biggest striker in the world.
No, bro, the man them just so like people like him can never get bigger than what him is right now because them are always expect him for the things where him not supposed to do. So like people kill him now because him not score goals.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, how can you expect a system that doesn't have their wingers scoring lots of goals
Exactly.
for a winger to be scoring lots of goals? Furthermore, Ten Hag look like him don't play to Rashford's strength, meaning him not having the ball being played to Rashford running in behind.
Yeah,
Everything is
no.
ball to feet.
Exactly, and to the middle.
Yeah, and traditionally Rashford is most impactful. I not say the man can beat a man
Mm-hmm.
with ball to feet, but more often than not, he is going to be more deadly when he's running with the ball or running to
Yeah.
the ball. So if you now have most of the play them where that happen, and you can't have most of the play of that because who in your midfield? Meno.
Meno and
As far as I know, Meno is not a long ball pass
Passa.
spreader.
No.
A short pass and go, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then Casemiro is not a passer. Casemiro is a defender in midfield, tackler, short
Yeah.
passes.
Chris,
So who's the...
only when Ericsson play probably.
And Ericsson has not played since that season when the man scored the bag of goals. So, like, who is going to be there to supply these type of things? You get what I say? Like,
Exactly.
I don't know. But at them magician work at these clubs of these players, I try do magician work, and then when it no work out, the commentators like a Bangalore and all these waste men.
Yo, that guy. That guy. Brother, sometimes some people get some rule and like I say, yo, you know somebody like you as a baller and then you start talk and be like, yeah.
Brother, it's a classic case of people that realize that this is what sells, and we just like lean into it.
The
Like
shock value.
the shock value. And yeah, them not really have no morals or value system. Them just I get the money anyway them can get it, cause yeah, I think some
Yo,
man
pre
for
that
be
just now. The man them call it a TD. I don't think I want TD. Them need to review that. Sorry for cut there, but
them a go review it, man.
how is that a TD?
Have nobody pan Cardinals.
That's not a TD,
Same
catch.
toe drag.
Yeah, but 1, 2. No, so the next one.
True. It's supposed to be two.
1.
Well, him catch it. Yeah, him catch it with the
Close.
one foot down, then the
Yeah.
other foot.
Yeah.
They shouldn't overturn it because there's not enough there to say it's not
Yeah. But
it's
you
not
know,
a clear.
you don't know them people are working. But it is something when it comes to officiating. But here,
The script, man.
I would be sad to ever be an officiator
The
because
script.
no, but it's too much. It's too much, brother. Too much. It's easy to go A word, brother. Can't do that.
Yeah, that's true. But part of it with these games is and officiating is because the games are really a company is entertainment and is really not sports. The rules are being adjusted to facilitate marketing metrics, and that's the problem with sports. When we play sports on the field, we are play it in the pureness of the sport, but the organization it's bigger than just a sport for them. It's money, so
Yeah.
a lot of rules complicate officiating and create inconsistency because it's about the money. So them are focused on how we get more TDs, or the TDs need to be this
Exactly
particular way,
for
and
entertain people. Yeah.
yeah, so same thing in a football that happen now. The man them a do all type of things with the rules because either them a try increase the amount of goals or them a try make the games more physical or whatever them a try do. Most times them adjust the rules to facilitate some metric for them look on at the end of the year if say boy viewership kinda dip 0.2%, and less goals. So
exactly. So put up more.
make we adjust the offside rule a little bit,
And now, man them do some things sometimes like my Bex.
But it's one of them things that's part of the business of the game. That's why sometimes it's not really hard to say the man them script it. I mean, you know.
No, brother, let me agree. Some things you see and you be like, yo, brother, no way.
You know, somebody got an innuendo that didn't explicitly say that you should do this, but
They
you
go
know what
exactly. Nah,
like
brother.
me used to hear about that at work, or a man would get a instruction, but it's not an instruction at the same time, A man would be like, what you saying that I should do? And the man try to be explicit, man, I get no feedback.
Like that is, brother, that's messed up. That's messed up.
Why them not take no catch my youth? Why man them say you need to do something, but them can't tell us how to do it, so You have to read between the lines, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
One
G.
of them thing them man.
Oh
But
yeah.
is it me? I go.
Like a
I
move.
forgot. Yeah.
Is it me maddest thing? Yo, appreciate it. Is it me, my G?
Yeah, man. We're there, man.
Alright.
Life.
Alright. Yeah, man.
Come
As
on.
I say, we can't for now, we prefer say yo every weekend. We can
Yeah,
try.
yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. The thing where that mess me up is I'm just never sure what the hours them be, but yeah, that are the idea. So if we link up every Sunday and we just say, or whichever day on the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
we can always see how the week stay if we know that early. And if it's a weekend again, then we'll just say weekend
Okay,
again. But that
again.
way we can try get in one every week and build some
Momentum.
consistency that way then.
Exactly, Yeah. Do the iterations.
Yeah, no, it's facts. But actually, I did have some ideas on the iteration thing, but me say I never really want like commit myself yet because me don't want to stretch myself too thin and then can't keep up my end
Okay.
at the bargain. So, cause like when me look on what I do with the page, like even from reading the book,
Mm-hmm.
like I kind of said to myself, so if I go post them on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Different from your Spotify thing, but just for YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
we probably need to look more into how we package each episode so that way it helps the algorithm to find the type of people that interested into what we're looking for, into what we're doing. So like maybe even the thumbnail, it maybe if there is a so we have a conversation, but there is a theme that's kind of coming out through the whole pod, even though we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about different things.
Mm-hmm.
Find a way for kind of package that in a thumbnail and title so that once
Yeah.
somebody see that they're like, oh, I want to hear what these guys have to say and this kind of thing, and then they kind of get drawn into the world of whatever it is we're talking about. But
Mm-hmm.
I never want to say like, yeah, I'm gonna start do that now and then stop,
No,
you know.
but really, but that I think I'm kind of do, you know. If I know say it now clear as day,
Mm-hmm.
but let me see if I can show you. Let's share that screen with you. Stop screen. So this one. So if you see each one, the load, you can see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly. So say we did do. I think we did talk. They called
Oh,
as someone think it, right? If you look on the
yeah.
episode itself, the thumbnail or do, you see put
Oh,
you see me so
in
each
the
one
background.
exactly each one of them we do that to
Oh,
each one.
okay.
So like this one,
Prob
me I'm bridging them they talk about Formula One. So this one they have
It's true.
a
It's
car
true.
drive,
Me
is
did,
it?
me did notice that. Me did notice that for real.
Exactly. So
So
I
the
want like a Easter egg type thing we try to, you know. This we they talk
pro-
about Pro Box and then we say
mhm.
yeah.
Probably the only thing I would say to try is like come me that look on a thumbnail earlier for come I try and make one for a video me make me that look on it and me notice like so the channel with a name MDT, right? So that's like the logo.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a media thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's
So
something I want
like
to do.
so
Hold on.
MDT
Remember stop recording. You see me?
mm-hmm.
You see
Yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah.
All right. Bless up. Thanks for joining for another week.
You have to end it and then you cut out a little piece.
Exactly. That's the thing now. I'm gonna edit that out. You see me? But yeah. Thanks for
Yeah,
joining us on another week of the Outsiders. You see me? Peace.
big up.
You see me?